AI is so inevitable, it's so frightening. People are trembling about that. What can we do to help the kids to prepare for, the AI? Because most of the parents worry that AI will take away a lot of the job opportunities. And what do you think? What types of changes that the Caterham have been doing?
On Friday last week, we took a group of pupils up to London to a remarkable event, a series of lectures about AI and the impact of AI, hosted by one of the traditional guilds or industry companies of London. It was a fabulous event, and some of the speakers there included workers, someone who worked for DeepMind, which is an amazing AI sort of facing Google initiative project, but also startups looking at AI solutions. And two things were apparent. One, there is reason to be concerned about the churn and change in the job market in the future. It is going to be radically different. And the second thing is that shouldn't necessarily be scary. Concern is not the same as fear, because concern means that you address it and you utilize your resources to try and solve the problem. And that problem might be how to get a job. But fear is not what we talk about at Caterham. We are an optimistic school that are looking forward to how we can innovate and change our education to prepare our pupils for the future. It really, really matters to us. And I've got three thoughts about how we're doing that. The first is that a traditional education will create cognitive and mental capacity, which is really important. Maths, English, history, languages, science. The traditional subjects create well-rounded, highly capable minds and intellects, and that's really important. You can't just teach soft skills or work-related skills. You need to have high-level cognition, high-level understanding, and a really strong knowledge too. That's important. But secondly, next to that, it's really important for educationalists and schools, and this is what we're doing at Caterham, to be honest and open with pupils about what skills they're going to have alongside that cognition. Because if you're very, very clever and you're very well qualified, but you don't know how to make connections and how to network and how to look for opportunity and ask for help, even just asking for guidance about careers or industries, if you can't do those things, then someone else that might have lower qualifications, less cognitive ability, they will get the opportunities over you. So what we're saying to our pupils is study hard, work hard, do well in your A-levels, do well in your GCSEs, get a first-class degree from an outstanding university. And Caterham, we can provide all of that, but also take the opportunities to go to London for networking events that we do. Take the opportunities to utilize a platform we have here called Caterham Connected. And that platform enables our pupils to make connections with alumni, parents, former parents who are in industry. And so they can break down the barriers and get to learn and understand about these industries and how they're changing because of AI. So the traditional education is important, but the skills and the confidence to be able to advance yourself in a highly competitive future is really important too. And we actually teach the pupils how to do that. And the third thing is not about getting your first job, but it's about getting your first promotion. And that's a really important thing that some schools forget about. Getting a job in 2035 is going to be challenging for graduates. It will be. It's going to be even more challenging than it is now. But let's imagine that all our fantastic Caterham pupils get that first job. How are they going to differentiate themselves so that they get their first promotion and then they can move up in a highly competitive career scenario? And the answer to that question is outstanding collaboration, strategic thinking, problem analysis. And those three things we teach Caterham pupils in a curriculum that we have created ourselves. It's called the EDGE curriculum, which does the softer side of getting their first job, but also the hard side of how to get that first promotion. Those are my answers to your questions about AI.
What types of preparations that you've been doing for your children in the face of AI?
Two things. It really matters. Cognition and the ability to learn quickly and the speed at which your brain can process information matters. I'm a diligent father and I work with my children so that they become bright, fast, intellectual. That's important. The second thing is about understanding the world. If a child is sheltered and doesn't understand about global conflict or global economy or how societies work or how societies are different, that's a problem too. One of the things I think I have benefited from in my life is that I've lived abroad. I was born in Hong Kong. I was there for only a year, 2 years, and then my family moved to Thailand. My family moved to Singapore. I've lived in Australia for 3 months, America for 6 months. So all before the age of 18, I understood more about the world than most people. I was quite an aware young person, and I think that awareness is important too. And so those are the things that I think about when we bring up our children.